Kelsey Sowers. My husband, Blake Sowers, and I both live in Statesville, North Carolina, and we were actually selling our rental home in order to buy some land that we've been looking at for a while. So our ultimate goal is to buy land and then build on that. So he was the realtor selling the land, and that's when we had called him up and he met us over there for the first time. So just he was met that day that we called, came right up, was very quick to it, very easy to work with in calling. So that was how it was with him. My husband and I both were so pleased with how quick he was when we met him just to go see the land the first time, that we just kind of instantly knew he's going to be easy to work with in selling our rental. So, and hopefully that process would make it easier as well. That it was kind of a no-brainer just to use him as well, since he's also selling the land that we wanted to buy, to have him help sell our rental. I was just thankful that he did everything. We did not have to do any of the marketing or put really any effort into it. We're both so busy. We do not have the time for that. And Terry handled all of that. The pictures he took of the house or had the photographer take were fantastic. I mean, really, he just did everything so we didn't have to. And that is what we appreciated the most. Terry, I couldn't believe it that Terry, he was communicating at one point with my husband. It was like 10:30 at night. I mean, I'm like, who does that? Just with the negotiations really starting. So it was a lot. It ended up becoming a competitive situation for the rental, which was great for us. But it was a whole lot more than my husband and I could have done. And having Terry there just with all that knowledge, and then being able to kind of see which offer is the best, which one makes most sense, which one can we work with. I'm just so thankful he did all of that and just told us what, which directions would make the most sense or not. And then gave us, and ultimately he gave us the decision for that, but I wouldn't know how to do any of it. It was 100% more work than I would have imagined. It was so much more, all the new terms, and just how, the negotiations with that, there's absolutely no way that I could have done that. And I probably would have come out with a way worse deal than what Terry got for us. We just don't do it. Get an expert, get someone in who knows what they're doing. It's going to save you so much stress. It's going to save you so much headache. And I think you actually will get more money by going that route, and it will be worth it using a realtor. Like I said, we had, I think it was about 4 offers that were put in on the rental, but they all have different contingencies along with them, that some might sound more attractive at first, but they're really not. And again, that was not what I knew or understood. And that's where Terry kind of came into play to just explain it and kind of play out the scenario and say, okay, this is what happened with this one, or this is this one. And that way my husband and I could really go, okay, which one do we like the most that works for us in our time frame? And Terry was the communicator, so if we kind of wanted to counter someone, I mean, he was just on top of it, which it made it so much easier. And I'm just glad that we did not have to do that ourselves. Terry's different by other agents, I think, because of the amount of time he puts towards it, and he was like always available. Like I said, he was up till 10:30, 11 o'clock one night working on negotiations with my husband on that. And I could not believe that someone was up that late to help us sell this house. It just blew my mind. And then we never came to an agreement that night. And then the very next morning, like first thing in the morning, he was back on it again. So I don't think anyone really kind of puts in that amount of effort and help. If you're looking to work for Terry, I say absolutely do it. He will do a fantastic job. He will be so easy to communicate with. He will help explain everything. He will help find the best deal for you, for your circumstance, for what you're hoping to get. He doesn't give up. He keeps at it, and he was just helpful and easy to work with, very patient with us as well, just throughout the whole process. So I would 100% recommend working with Terry. And we will again. We definitely will again.